Alright, good morning. Most people always look for a quick hack, only to arrive to the beginning, and that's actually the way to do it, because no one can convince you that there is a specific way of getting in shape, doing all the stuff that you want to do. But actually I've found that the best way through experimentation is the 80-20 way, where you use the power laws and focus on the stuff that matters. Not only will that get you in great shape, it will also get you to a muscle up world record, as well as calisthenics, bodyweight, national championships, both of which I'm training for at the moment. I'm a tech founder and CEO, and I train this minimalistic way, focusing on basic 2 times per week strength training and all the other powerful habits that you should master if you actually want to achieve this. These are very simple to implement into your lifestyle. Sometimes it can be a little bit of a struggle. I'll show you how I've used them to cut down, like lose 5 kilos of weight and also get in peak shape. But I'm a little bit of a sugar addict, and that's why we're doing this morning run fasted. Let's go. But yeah, welcome to Helsinki, Finland. I think it's easily the best summer city in the world, especially if you're a tech founder and a hybrid athlete. Like, you can come out for a morning run. I mean, look at the scenery. I love it. And yeah, so right now we're doing the morning run, 60 to 70% of my max heart rate. So what does that mean? Well, it means that I can talk with you, go easy, improve your conditioning and cardiovascular health, which is of course very important for your heart health and longevity. So today I'm making a little bit of an exception, because what you want to do if you follow the 80-20 power law, only once per week cardio training is enough, which I'm doing today. And then I consider, which you also should consider, 10,000 steps walking per day to be cardio. That's all you need. But today we're also doing strength training for the muscle up world record, as well as for the bodyweight national championships. Now the interesting part here is that actually I'll be surprising you on how I train for bodyweight national championships, because we will mix up things. I'm a little bit sore after all the training, doing a lot of reps close to failure. The nervous system is extremely taxing on it. And at the same time, I'm in a calorie deficit, so I'm trying to lose the weight. And that means that it can be, to be in a catabolic state, it can be a little bit tiring. We'll also sit down. We are building a cyberpunk VR game. We have 20,000 customers in the US. And yeah, we're gonna sit down with our CTO and marketing manager. All right, and this is very easy to implement if you want to do it exactly as I do it. And I'm not the best runner in the world, but I'm okay. Like, my VO2 max is like 48, and that's like above average. And if you live a busy life, then I recommend that you do this. So I do like 1 hour of running per week. 50 minutes is at this pace. Basically I can talk, but it feels a little intense. 10 minutes is then sprinting, pushing the heart rate like a hit style. Alright, so we just came back from the early morning run, and now it's then time for some cold exposure. I also have this new weigh, so we're gonna check how my weigh is, because I was in the winter at 83 kilos, that's like 180 pounds something. Now I've got down a lot. The scale at the gyms showed like pretty crazy numbers above 80. So now I got my new scale and we're gonna see how much I've been able to cut. Alright, that looks pretty solid. 77.6 or 5, because the clothing and the phone in my hand. So yeah, much better. I've cut a lot of weight. Yeah, so luckily the scale at the gym was way off, because I think I'm getting below like 10% body fat, which was exactly my goal. So for a small investment, it cost me like 16 euros, less than 15 bucks to get a scale like this. You can actually stay on point. I look like once per week, not every day, on the scale that what's your weight. And when you do that, you actually know that you're on track. All right, so next up, we do what 99% of people do the wrong way. 99% of people use it the wrong way, even elite athletes. And with the rise of Wim Hof, which I've been doing for over half a decade, it's really great, but in some ways it's also overrated, especially if you use it the wrong way. You don't want to use the cold shower late at night, especially after a hypertrophy strength training workout, because that will blunt your inflammation, and blunting the inflammation is something you need for building muscle for the protein synthesis. And that's how the protein goes into the muscles and then repair them stronger. So if you use cold showers after a workout, it will actually affect it negatively. You don't want to do that. And of course, like if you do this in the night, like it's already getting a little bit cold here, you're gonna get too. It's like drinking a double shot of espresso, you know, super powerful in the morning, not at night. At night, you turn this to a hot shower. It's great for recovery, and like we have 5 million saunas here in Finland. That's of course the best way for recovery. All right, so in a minute's time, we're gonna jump into a meeting and with our CTO as well as marketing manager for Deceptive Reality, our Cyberpunk VR game. We already have over 20,000 players, which is awesome, like 20,000 customers. And we're in the scaling phase now to find like the product to market fit. So if you're ever wanted to start your own company, online company, it's about finding the differentiating factors. So you could see that we do things quite uniquely, but you need to find your own way of doing things that really stand out in the market. And that's actually like you want to have like some 10x differentiating factor. When you build an online company, always think about the long term, that how can you scale it? What's your branding? Is there any like network effect? Let's make this a good one, and thanks guys for your time. Catch you later. And,
around. We'll reach for moon.
Yep.
That's all.
Indeed. Keep on the good work and keep working out. It's time also for me tonight to train for the muscle up world record as well as for the national championship.
Good luck with that.
Thank you. See ya. All right, so that's it. Good meeting. Guys, felt excited, but also a little intimidated as I gave them last minute the notice about this call, and it will be on YouTube. So pretty cool stuff that we got going on there. All right, so pretty intense stuff. All right, so next up we got lunch, and whatever you do, it's of course you gotta work hard, but smart. So again, of course, there are no shortcuts. Working smart means that you actually try to find that edge. You really try to think about what sets you apart. And one thing, if you want to train like a hybrid athlete, train hard, it's really important that you get your nutrition on point. So what I do right now is for the world record, the same rules apply also in normal training, is 16/8 fasting, because that allows me to focus in the morning, only black coffee and water. It's really important, right, to get hydrated. If you get hydrated, it helps your metabolism. On the nutrition part right now, I'm doing a lot of like brown rice, broccoli, and then chicken, and then I mix things up, and I really want to focus on same recipes because that way I don't have to count the calories. All right, so next up we're gonna train for the muscle world record and also for the bodyweight calisthenics national championships. And I'm gonna surprise you actually here because we will be using weights, because I will show you actually how 6 months of sole bodyweight training can impact your 1 rep max. So I'm gonna show you how 2 times per week bodyweight training for 6 months actually can improve your 1 rep max. And I'm also a little bit tired of all muscle up training, like the nervous system gets super overloaded when you go all the time reps close to failure, or reps to failure in this case. So now you will see I'm living proof that bodyweight training actually works, that you can build 1 rep max strength and muscle using it by going with the weights this time around to mix it up. And I definitely don't have anything against it. So let's go. All right, so the reason why I'm mixing things up with the weights is because, well, it's a little bit fun to actually challenge myself and see how powerful the 80-20 system is relying on only bodyweight exercises. So I want you to really think about this, that when you use your own body weight as resistance, your body won't recognize the difference. Are you using weights or your own body weight pushing against gravity? If you go reps close to failure with 15 repetitions, it's likely in push-pull legs, which are the major muscle groups, you will get results in strength, muscle building, and endurance. So if you really want to improve your 1 rep max, which you clearly can see that I've been improving, is that you go from bilateral to unilateral exercises in bodyweight training. So if you're not using any weights, that means go from a pull-up to a one-hand pull-up, go from a push-up to a one-arm push-up, go from lunges or squats to a pistol squat. So that's it. Let's continue. All right, so that's it for today. Hope you learned something. If you did, you know what to do once you actually find out that there is no quick hack. Like Neo says in Matrix, there is no spoon, or something like this he said. But yeah, really important to arrive to the conclusion yourself that there is no hack, and when you find out that you're ready to begin. So really focus on the basics.